Kaya Wanju, Nunga Buja, Nunga Wajak, Ni Wakan Kalajan. So I just said hello, welcome to my country, Nunga Wajak country in Perth, welcoming you to Ni Wakan Kalajan, which means listening, learning and knowing together today. My name is Margaret Gidgup. I am an older Nunga Wajak woman. I am currently in the final stages of completing a Ph.D. about the impacts of a physical activity program on older Noongar people of the southwest. Physical activity is not something our Aboriginal people think about in terms of going to a gym, walking 10 kilometres every day, doing all these set routine exercises. Our people think of exercise as, well, I'm walking to the shop and I'm walking home. I have to go hunting on the weekend. That's kind of what physical activity they think of or are used to doing. But when colonisation happened, that all stopped. And so our people became very sedentary people. Definitely think that it's important to combine traditional type activities with something that Aboriginal people do today, because if you expect an older Aboriginal person to just come along to a physiotherapy program or just come along to the gym, you know, they might consider it. But if they go along and they see it's all white people, it's all people that they don't see that looks like them and has a behaviour like them, then they won't feel comfortable going there. But if, however, it was a camp, you know, and they were welcome to go on a camp where they'd be doing some kind of traditional hunting and gathering, yeah, then it might work, because it's built around something they feel comfortable and safe with. All my research has revealed that Indigenous people around the world, where they've been colonised, where they've had invasion and colonisation, have suffered through the impact of the colonising years. And so they all have one thing in common: social determinants of health, which impacts heavily on Aboriginal people's maintaining a healthy lifestyle. I was born flora and fauna, so I wasn't a citizen. And it wasn't until 67 that I was suddenly realised that now I'm a citizen of my country. And so I grew up in a time of seeing the segregation, seeing the curfews, wondering why I couldn't go into shops to buy things. It was because I was Aboriginal. And I guess that had a big impact on me doing this research as well, because that's all coming out how not just us Aboriginal people in Australia, but the American Indians, the Maori people, Pacific Islanders, Torres Strait Islanders, all went through the same thing and have social determinants of health that still impact on us today. So with the Ironbark physical activity program, which we started in 2020 at Mirrabooka, Herb Graham Recreation Centre, we were able to maintain consistent attendance from the older Aboriginal people, and I believe that was because of the way the physical activity was set up. So it wasn't just coming along to do simple exercise. It also incorporated a light lunch around a yarning circle where people got to discuss topics that were interesting to them about their health and things they might not have known about. They will ask that question. But sometimes they would spend time talking about their family. So it was a place where they enjoyed coming because it didn't just have elements of exercise. It had good, healthy food and sitting very comfortably facing each other and discussing what was important to them, which is what made both of the groups very successful. For Aboriginal people to be doing research is important, for our voices to be heard, and to take that out into the community, to show our community that we're doing it and we're doing it for you. So we're accountable and transparent to you, and we want to do it right. So for the first time, we're seeing a lot more of that, where Aboriginal people are in charge. They're taking the lead role. I always make a point of going around and visiting different people who are celebrating NAIDOC week to look at what other Aboriginal families are doing or Aboriginal run organisations are doing. So I'm trying to build up more on my culture. I want to learn more about my language, so I'm starting to use that a lot more in my writing and when I talk about what I'm doing at presentations and workshops. I'm putting more of the Noongar language into that. It's so important because for 200 years we haven't been involved, we haven't participated, and we haven't revolved, because whatever has been done, it has been done without our consent, without our agreement, and certainly not with asking us if it's okay. And this week is part of us showing to the community and any other people that come along, this is who we are today, this is what we do now, and we want to share that with you. We want to encourage more of our younger people to get up, stand up. You really need to be out there, get out there and see and enjoy what's going on in NAIDOC week, because it's only when you go out and you see where our people are, see what's going on, and you may ignite a passion to become involved in something, and that's what it's all about.